Hey guys, welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy 2017. We are live in the Rachael Prep Kitchen. I'm Jeanette and this is my friend Grant.
Hello.
And we are, it's the third day of January, right?
Yeah.
And we've got your back today for, everyone's kind of probably the most popular New Year's resolution, which is eating better, losing some weight. So we've got some really fun recipes today that will help you eat clean. And Grant's going to start things with a really fun kind of like detoxy drink. Because I don't know about you guys, but all I did was eat and drink all break. So I am ready for some nice clean food, some fun, nice clean drinks. But in the meantime, we'd love to hear from you guys, so make sure you comment. We want to hear some of your New Year's resolutions. Grant and I are going to share with you some of our New Year's resolutions, but we'd love to hear from you guys. What are some fun hopes you have for 2017, and what are your New Year's resolutions? Comment and let us know, and we'll give you guys some shout-outs, or let us know where you're watching from. We always love to hear where you guys are watching from. And I think we're going to get things started with Grant's drink, right?
Yeah, so this is a ginger, lemon, and turmeric soda. So it's a really great for your immune system. It's an anti-inflammatory. It also just tastes really delicious.
Really
and it's super trendy. Turmeric is like really hot right now. I'll show you guys what it looks like because I think we're all pretty familiar with dried turmeric. It's pretty easy to find in the grocery store. If you don't see it in your spice aisle, check the international aisle because sometimes it's in there. But it's probably in your grocery store somewhere. This is the dried turmeric. If you're making this soda at home, you could use the dried stuff. But they also sell in the grocery store fresh turmeric now. It looks like this. It kind of looks like a tiny piece of ginger.
It does, yeah, or a little baby carrot.
And then I peeled it, so it's kind of orange on the inside. You probably don't want to touch it with your bare hands because Jeanette can tell.
It stings.
Yeah, it turns your fingers yellow. But I have 2 little pieces of that. This is equal to 2 tablespoons of the dried stuff, so you could use the dried ginger, or the dried turmeric if you want to. And I'm also going to use some fresh ginger that's also peeled. Not only is this super healthy, but it's also really easy because we're going to make it all in the blender. So I have 2 lemons. And I just sort of left them whole, and I took all the peels off of them. I'm going to leave the seeds and everything in here because we're just going to strain it.
Yeah, the high-powered blender will get everything too.
Yeah, so 2 whole lemons, 2 pieces of turmeric, small pieces, 1 big piece of ginger, and then I'm just going to add in some agave just to sweeten it up a tiny bit to make it taste like a soda.
A nice natural sweetener.
Yeah,
I like
totally.
agave.
But you don't even need agave. Jeanette and I were drinking this earlier without it. And I just added in some water. So I'm going to blend this up.
We want to say hi to Susan from San Diego. Hi, Susan. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. And Lisa says, hi, guys. Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Nice to have you. Lenora says hi from Pearland, Texas.
Ooh, from Pearland. I remember Pearland.
We remember Pearland from over the summer.
Lenora.
We thought it was a magical land filled with pears. And hi to Wendell from Brookville, Ohio. I'm assuming that's your dad.
That's my dad.
And Christina in Brooklyn. Hey, guys. Happy New Year.
All right, so I have everything blended. Now I'm just going to strain it into a cup just to get any chunks that are in there out of it.
Nice. Bonnie says hi from Canada. Hello, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie.
We hope we're staying warm. It's about to get really, really cold, right?
Yeah.
And Lori said, will you do any clean eating recipes? Yeah, we actually, a bunch of these are very, very clean, very healthy. I know it's the beginning of the year. Everyone kind of wants to start out on a nice, fresh start with nice, healthy eating. Caroline said that she's going to try ketogenic way of eating. I don't think I know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is.
Let us know what that is, Caroline. That sounds interesting.
Like fun. Hopefully you can eat a turmeric soda. Catatonic? What was it?
A what? Ketatonic. I don't know. Lisa says aloha from Oahu. Hello, Lisa.
Ooh, aloha.
And Deglaine says that she's doing a cleanse and a detox. Dude, I completely feel you. It's that's totally where we're at today. I was like, I just want a big salad.
Yeah, if you're doing any sort of cleanse or detox, this soda is really, really perfect.
It is really nice. I was telling Grant, he was letting me try it this morning, and I go to this juice store by the train station. They would charge $9 for something like this, and this is just really accessible and fun.
It's one of those things that you don't think you can make at home, but you absolutely.
You're very right. You're very right.
Yeah. So I just topped it up. I put about a quarter of that mixture into a glass with some ice. And I topped it off with some unsweetened soda water.
Nice.
And here you go.
Lovely. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy 2017, Grant. Happy 2017 to you guys too.
Ooh,
that's so nice and refreshing. Really just bright, and like we were saying, it's everyone around us, I don't know, everyone's back from work, and everyone's also got a cold. Yeah. I think everybody did party a little too much over the holidays.
When you put something on ice and put a big bendy straw on it, you just feel like you're drinking something fancy, right?
And there's no tequila in it, which for us
I know, which is shocking.
Shocking.
You could put tequila in that.
You
that
absolutely
would be delicious.
Sabita says hi from Guyana. Hello, Sabita. And a reminder that Grant's beautiful turmeric soda his awesome recipe he's making, and the recipes I'm going to make are all going to be up on the Facebook page just a little bit later. So make sure you come back for those, for some really fun, healthy eating inspiration. Bonnie says hello from snowy Stockholm.
Oh, hello, Bonnie.
Hello, Bonnie. And Caroline answered us, the ketogenic way of eating is low carb, high fat, and no sugar.
Oh.
Very, no sugar is
carb,
also
high
very
fat,
trendy.
No sugar.
As
So
well.
you could totally have this this soda.
Yeah,
with
so
this
there's
thing, right?
really no sugar in it at all.
So now I'm getting started on something else. Beef stroganoff was one of my favorite comfort foods as a kid. My mom used to make it all the time. And I thought, since everyone's trying to be healthy right now and it is super cold outside, I thought this would be a great recipe to make and to sort of lighten it up. So today I'm going to make a chicken and mushroom stroganoff.
Nice.
That you serve over some egg noodles. This is a really great comfort food that just happens to be pretty healthy as well.
I love that.
So here I just have some mushrooms that I browned up in a pan with some olive oil, and then I seasoned it with some salt and pepper. And now I'm just going to add some chicken down into this pan and start to brown that up too.
Lovely. Chris commented in, and they said that they are on day 1 of Whole30. I have a lot of friends that have done Whole30.
A lot of people are doing
good luck with that, Chris. And Pamela says hello from Rock Island, Illinois. Hello, Pamela.
Hello,
Thank you for
Pamela.
watching us. Happy 2017.
So I'm just going to season our chicken up with some salt and some pepper. And now we're just going to let that brown. Because when you're cooking with chicken breasts, they don't have a ton of natural flavor, but when you brown them up, it kind of caramelizes the outside and gets them nice and yummy. So we're just going to let those guys brown. And we're going to come back to that in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So Jeanette, you're going to show us another really healthy recipe.
I am, yeah. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put this lovely turmeric soda down. It's so yummy. And I'm going to show you guys, this is a recipe that I've seen online so many times, and I was like, I really kind of just have to test it on my own and see if it works, because when people ask us what our favorite food is, it's one of the hardest questions to answer, because what food isn't my favorite food? But I have to say that pizza is probably my favorite food. It's that food that I could probably eat every single day and not get sick of it.
Totally.
However,
everybody loves pizza.
Pizza isn't exactly the most friendly thing to eat for, any kind of clean eating that you're doing, or if you're, trying to diet. So I'm looking for any kind of way to make pizza healthy, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cauliflower pizza crust.
Ooh,
so not only is it healthy, it's also gluten-free, if you guys like those kind of recipes, which is also another kind of trendy way of eating right now, gluten-free. So I'm going to show you how to make a cauliflower pizza crust.
Yeah.
So it starts with just 2 eggs that you whisk up.
Rhonda from Nova Scotia says
hi, Rhonda.
hello. Hi, Rhonda. And Jennifer from New Brunswick, Canada.
Lots
Two
of Canadians today.
viewers.
Hello.
That's fun.
All right, so to this I'm just going to add in a little bit of oregano, and then a little pinch of some crushed red pepper, because we love spicy foods.
Yeah, make it taste like pizza.
Exactly. And then I'm going to add in some flaxseed, which is, it's very healthy for you, a very healthy ingredient, but also it kind of binds things together. So it'll help you, your cauliflower pizza crust really come together.
That's great.
And then I'm going to add in a little bit of Parmesan cheese, because a little bit of that goes a long way. That's actually a big tip I have. Use like a sharp flavored cheese, and you don't have to add so much.
Jareen is watching from Saskatchewan, Canada, and it's negative 26 degrees Celsius.
That's crazy.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it sounds cold.
That's cold.
Right?
That is real cold. All right, so what I did is, so obviously cauliflower is going to be the base for our cauliflower pizza crust. So you can actually buy at the store now, and I'm not going to lie, I often take this cheat. You can buy riced cauliflower. So here, I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. This is after I just took a head of cauliflower and I pulsed it up in the food processor, and it just kind of basically looks like rice. Actually, over the summer, we both wrote some recipes with cauliflower rice. It's really kind of one of my favorite secret ingredients for eating
I think
healthy.
it's so cool how cauliflower, I feel like it used to be one of those vegetables that everyone would kind of turn their nose at. I know I didn't eat cauliflower as a kid, I didn't think I would like it. But now it's one of those things where everybody's using it, and you can basically turn it into anything, because cauliflower is like a blank canvas.
Totally.
It doesn't have a ton of flavor to it, but you can use it, and it's very, very versatile. You can make it taste like anything.
Exactly.
So I love this recipe. Anita from Norway is watching.
Oh, hi,
We have
Anita.
a lot of international
I
viewers,
know.
so
Happy
that's
New
fun.
Year, guys. This is so cool.
And Sweeta is watching today, and she's making beef stroganoff in a slow cooker with onions, mushroom, soup, and gravy.
Nice.
Sounds yummy.
Sweetie, you have to try this one.
Yeah, you could totally make this one in a slow cooker too, because we're going to cook it over a low heat for a long time on the stovetop, but you could do that in your slow cooker if you wanted to.
If you guys are just tuning in, we are right in the middle of making some really kind of fun, inspiring recipes for like the new year. Everyone's saying new year, new you. So if you're eating healthy, I think you guys should check out these recipes.
New
They'll
year,
all
new
be
you.
up on the Facebook page
Same
a
us,
little bit
though.
later. Like, same us.
New Year, same us.
Exactly. All right, so what I did is I took the riced cauliflower, whether or not you buy it store-bought or you make it yourself in the food processor, and I just microwaved it for like 6 to 7 minutes, and it gets really hot and steamy. And then what you do is you put it in a towel, I had a big towel, and you wring out the moisture. It is shocking how much moisture you will get out of some cauliflower. So really kind of give it a really good wring. You want it to make it really nice and dry. And then you combine that into your egg, your oregano, I had some flax seeds, your crushed red pepper flakes, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and some salt and pepper to flavor it up. So now I'm going to take this and kind of use my hands and roll it into a nice kind of ball. And then you just put it on a baking sheet, and you just make it whatever shape you want. I like to make mine circular. Sometimes I have less patience, and it's just whatever shape it ends up being. And so you just take it and you kind of flatten it out with your hands. And then, you know, the egg and the flaxseed and everything is really going to bind this together in the oven. You want to roast it really high, like 425 for maybe like 12 to 14 minutes until the sides and the edges get nice and brown. It's really, I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes out. Just pop this back here.
Elsa's watching, and she's asking how much flaxseed you're using.
Oh, I think about like 2 teaspoons, maybe a little bit less than a tablespoon.
I just reread that in my mind. Her name was Elise, not Elsa. I don't know why I said Elsa.
Hi, Elise. Thanks for watching.
I just saw it in my head, and I was like,
that's not her name.
Kimberly is watching from Pennsylvania.
Hi,
hello,
Kimberly.
And Mike from Buffalo is watching.
Oh, hello,
today.
Mike. So this is what the pizza crust looks like when it comes out of the oven.
Ooh.
It looks really nice and roasty toasty. I mean, roasted cauliflower is probably one of my favorite side dishes of all time, and it's so simple. So this just kind of like it's a really fun base for a pizza crust. And what I'm going to do is I have the recipe for this. It'll be up on the Facebook page a little bit later. And what I said is you just kind of top it with whatever your favorite pizza toppings are. You know, you could, since you're doing well and not having like all that flour in the crust, you could definitely top it with like a little bit of pepperoni or some extra vegetables. But today I'm just going to keep it simple. I just made some basic marinara sauce, and I'm going to top that with a little bit of some mozzarella cheese. And then I'm going to pop it under the broiler. And we're going to see what that looks like. How's your stroganoff doing?
Good. I just dropped some egg noodles back there in some boiling water.
Nice.
I'm going to serve this with egg noodles, but if you want to make it extra healthy, you can use some whole wheat pasta. But we're just reading the package of egg noodles, and it's actually made with whole wheat flour, which is kind of surprising.
Some whole wheat, some
Gabby commented and said that she enjoys broccoli or sweet potato pizza.
Oh, I haven't tried those.
Yeah, it's
that
a great idea.
Really fun. What can't you make pizza out of? I feel like that's a challenge.
I know, right?
It's like, what can't I make
Yeah,
pizza
it's sort of like buffalo. Like at this time of year, around like football season, everyone's making buffalo everything.
Yeah,
you can
you're
really
right.
buffalo pretty much anything and make it healthy.
We've done it too.
Yeah.
I feel a Facebook Live coming on. Aisha says hello from Missouri, and James says hi from tropical Newark, New Jersey.
Oh.
Something tells me that's my husband. Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jamie.
So how's it going in here? Your chicken looks nice and brown.
Yeah, so the chicken's nice and brown in that pot right there. Jeanette, would you add the mushrooms back into there? And now I'm going to add 1 onion. I'm just going to chop it up. And I'm also going to add a little bit of garlic. And basically what makes this taste like stroganoff is that it's just cooked in a oniony, garlicky gravy, and then you serve it on top of egg noodles. So I'm using chicken breast today to make it healthy, but you could use chicken thighs if you wanted it to be a little more hearty. Or, I mean, you could definitely use beef. It's not really an unhealthy recipe. Use beef.
Just a couple simple swaps, right?
Yeah.
Lenora said that she's always wanted to try making cauliflower pizza, and she hopes it's good. Lenora, I hope you try it, and I hope you think it's lovely. It's one of my favorites to make. And Vicky says hi from Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Lots of Canadian friends today. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Maxine. Hi, Maxine.
From Moses Lake is watching
Hello.
from Washington.
Thank you for watching.
Fun.
And Ruth from Brockton, Massachusetts. Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Ruth.
Happy New Year.
Now, I think Jeanette and I, we may be avoiding a little bit of an elephant in the room. Because people at home probably watched the show today, and Oprah was on.
You guys, Oprah
here! Was on today. It was so exciting for all of us.
It was like probably one of the biggest. We were like fangirling. Like, who was bigger than Oprah to walk through your kitchen? It was the coolest day, and she was cooking from her brand new cookbook, which is amazing. Have you gotten the chance to look through it yet?
I did. I looked through it, and I got to taste some of the food that she made that day too, and everything was so good. All those recipes are pretty healthy as well.
They were, yeah. It was a pretty surreal day. You know, we were cleaning up on set because we set up her cooking demo. And we were cleaning up, and we were like, she made these amazing like truffle potato chips, but they were baked, and they were baked between these 2 sheet trays, so they got super crispy. It was like you didn't even miss them being fried. They were these awesome truffle potato chips, and like all of us in the kitchen all day were just like popping them in our mouth and snacking on them. They were just like, I think I probably ate 3 trays of them, and she caught us snacking on them, and she was like, "Hey guys, did you really like them?" And we were like, "Oh my god, Oprah's talking to us," and then and then we were like, "Oh my gosh, they were really good," and she was like, "Oh wow, the food team at Rachael Ray likes my food," and we were like, "Yeah, Oprah, of course we do." It was a pretty surreal day. It was really fun. The show was great. Oh my gosh, I rewatched it again this morning.
Yeah.
Oprah coming to work pretty much is the best day ever.
Yeah, I recorded it on my DVR at home because I like want to relive
I know.
that Oprah was here. Like
I'll
I
never
almost still
delete
can't
it.
believe it, so I just want to keep watching
I
it
know.
over and over again.
Rosemary in her stroganoff. Oh, I'm sorry. No, for her pizza, she uses portobello mushroom caps.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love that, Rosemary. That is a nice gluten-free,
idea.
carb-free way to eat pizza. And Elise said, could you make this crust with broccoli? Actually, Gabby commented, who's our friend across the street, she makes a broccoli pizza crust. I'm going to get that recipe from her and test that out because that sounds like a fun one.
Just to catch you guys up on what I did over here, I added in 1 onion that was pretty finely chopped, a clove of garlic, and then I just put on a tablespoon of flour. So that's going to sort of thicken it up and turn it into a gravy. And now, to turn it into gravy, one of our healthy swaps is I'm going to swap out regular milk for just some skim milk. So taking out some of that fat. And I'm going to pour that down into there. And then we've said this tip before, and I know Rachel does this as well, but to cut down on fat when you're making any sort of gravy or roux is to, instead of using all milk, do half milk and half chicken stock.
I like that one.
So we're going to do that today.
Noreen says hi from Huntsville, Alabama. Hello, Noreen. Happy New Year.
Hello,
Melanie
Noreen.
says hi from Shadow Lake, California. And Pam Melton is kind of like blowing your spot here. She
Ooh.
says that Greek yogurt in stroganoff works great.
Ooh, that's what I'm
Well,
about
Pam.
to do, Pam. Great minds think alike.
I guess
Or maybe it's
so.
because she's my mom.
She's her mom.
I actually have one back here that's already thickened
Oh,
up.
nice. How are your egg noodles? Do you want me to try those?
Oh, yeah. Would you see? It's
Yeah.
got a timer, but they might
Oh.
not be done.
No, they got a few more seconds.
All right.
Kaylee says hi from Enfield, Connecticut. Hello, Kaylee. And Cody says hello from New Zealand.
Oh,
it's,
New
it's
Zealand.
actually not cold in New Zealand. It is summer in New Zealand, which is lovely because we are just in the dead of winter here in New York City. So cold. Actually, I'm going to show you guys the broiled cauliflower pizza. Look how fun that is. I just broiled on some marinara sauce and a little bit of mozzarella. I've got some fresh basil in the back. I'm going to tear on top of it. But doesn't that look fun?
Oh, yeah.
And it's kind of like a little personal pan pizza. You can make a few of these for the family. It makes a nice appetizer, but it's definitely a healthy way to eat some pizza because I know I ate a lot of pizza over the holidays, and it's now time to slim it down. Lucille said that she loves us both, and we have great ideas. Thank you, Lucille. And Sharon and Leah say hello from Alabama. Hello to Sharon and Leah. Your Grant's just draining his noodles over there.
Draining my noodles back
Pop this
here.
over here. Because that cauliflower pizza is totally going to be
All
lunch.
right, those are warm noodles.
Nice.
Let me
Oh,
get
sorry.
sauce in there, it's okay. And then this is our thickened up chicken stroganoff with the mushrooms. The gravy gets nice and thick.
So thick.
And then you just put in some Greek yogurt to make it nice and creamy and tangy.
Suggestion of Pam and Grant Melton.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use all of it here. I'm just
think
using one
so.
of these individual cups. I actually like to buy these instead of the big ones. Just because I feel like you can eat this for breakfast or you can just throw it on one recipe.
I love it.
I like that.
I love it, and there's lots of nice protein in Greek yogurt.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
one of my
totally.
favorite ingredients. Donna says that she loves this show. Thank you. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Donna.
And Ken says hi from Texarkana. Is that a town that's in between Texas and Arkansas?
Texarkana?
Texarkana.
Could be.
Hello in Texarkana. I can't wait to try this. Do we have some
know.
forks?
I don't know. I mean, we just...
Plastic forks in here.
So these are egg noodles. I'm just going to top that with some of our stroganoff.
You guys, and we still want to hear some of your New Year's resolutions, so make sure you comment. We
Yeah.
want to hear
Do
what
you
your
have any New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution this year is to be a little bit more mindful of the waste that I make. I want to make sure, just making sure to use like the ends of everything, not using so much plastic and plastic bags and that kind of thing. That's kind of my intention for the year. How about you?
That's a very responsible thing to say.
Thank you.
Because my New Year's resolution is to floss more. Because I feel like I always forget. Well, I don't forget, but it's always like at night watching TV, I'm like, oh, I should floss. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't feel like flossing.
All right.
So my New Year's, I want to floss every day.
If Grant's dentist is watching,
Yeah.
Grant's made a wonderful New Year's resolution. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought of it, but I think it's a good one.
I think it's a good one. I'm going to hold you to it.
So I'm going to top this with some fresh chives. And here's our healthy chicken stroganoff.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look
I want to
yummy?
give it a try. Beautiful. Maxine commented and she said that her grandson Nick says that pizza looks so good and even he would eat it. Hey, that's a great way to get your kids to eat some more vegetables.
totally.
I know that's always a struggle. And Lance says hello from Dublin, Georgia. Hello, Lance.
Hi, Lance.
I want to give this a try.
Yeah,
I
let's
love
give
egg
this a
noodles. There's
taste.
something so comforting about egg noodles, right? And it's topped with this nice, healthy chicken, and it smells delicious. Yeah,
Was that yummy?
really delicious.
I wouldn't even know that that's healthy. It tastes like a stroganoff,
It's
right?
creamy.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
And you don't even miss the beef.
No,
That's something I've never said before. Normally I would miss the beef, but not in this recipe.
I like chicken. I do like chicken. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. So I showed you the cauliflower pizza. Like we said, all of these recipes are going to be available on the Facebook page just a little bit later. And now I'm going to take a sip of this delicious turmeric soda that Grant made.
Isn't it refreshing? I keep
I
going
can't
back
stop
to it.
drinking it. It's so refreshing.
Cheryl from Las Vegas is watching.
Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. And Elise, I got your name right this
Hi,
time,
Elise.
Elise.
She's still
where can you buy Rachael Ray pots and pans? RachelRay.com.
RachelRay.com. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Perfect place for them.
Just Google it. They're all over the place.
And Cheryl, oh, how funny. Cheryl's resolution is to use her new Rachael Ray pots and pans.
So go to RachelRay.com.
And buy the pans. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you now how to make a big way to stay healthy and like keep your New Year's resolutions is I'm a big proponent of meal prepping. So making sure that you have like the right tools on hand to make sure that you guys are going to keep with your New Year's resolutions. So this is a recipe that Bob Harper actually came a couple months ago, and we were making these like protein bites, and everybody on the website like really liked them. So I was thinking about a different one I could make, and my favorite candy in the whole wide world, my mom and my favorite candy are Almond Joys.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
I love like the coconut and the almond. So I actually kind of made these to emulate the candy bar, and from what I know is that all of the people in the kitchen today, there's only a few left, so I guess they're good.
Yeah, they're really yummy.
Sorry, that got really loud really fast. I'm just gonna pulse together some almonds and some oats to make some oat flour.
I'm gonna do a couple shout outs. Marty said, she agrees with me about flossing. We have another flossing fan in the house.
Flossing.
And Mitchell from Nashville is watching. Hello, Mitchell! Hello.
All right, I think we're good.
Are we good?
So yeah, I just pulsed the almonds and the oats. So those are already two things that are very filled with protein and nutrients. And then I'm gonna add in about half a cup of some unsweetened coconut. You want to make sure it's unsweetened.
Somebody just said, I think it's probably because of the food processor that their puppies are watching with their heads tilted.
Send us a picture.
Which is
Love
funny.
puppies. Oh my gosh, Grant was sending me pictures over the break of your parents' new puppy, Izzy.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's the sweetest little thing.
Isabel, she's adorable.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I have to get out to Ohio and see the puppy. All right, so I added in a little bit of unsweetened coconut, and now I'm adding in just a little bit of cocoa powder. And cocoa powder, you know, like chocolate you kind of think of as like somewhat unhealthy, but cocoa powder is actually very good for you. There's a lot of antioxidants and things in it, and it only gets sweet when you add things that are sweet to it, 'cause it's actually kind of bitter. So what I do is I add in, again, Grant used some agave in his turmeric soda. I'm gonna add in about 3 tablespoons of some agave. You can use some maple, but you kind of just wanna make these sticky so that they hold together. And then this is kind of the secret ingredient. I actually cook a lot with dates. These are Medjool Dates.
Yeah.
So what's Medjool? Is that the place where they're from?
I think so.
Is it? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. It's always on the bag, so
Medjool.
we'll look that up for you guys. So Medjool Dates, and what I do is I soak them for about 10 or 15 minutes before I put them in, and it makes them like nice and sticky and pliable.
Bridget commented and said her New Year's resolution is to laugh like Jeanette because you have the best laugh
Thanks,
ever.
Bridget. That's really
Thanks,
sweet.
Bridget. That's sweet.
Oh, and Linda
Also,
says
Bridget, you should floss. Linda, I'm just kidding. Linda says hi from Florida.
We're gonna get a Facebook Live sponsorship from like the Dental Association of America.
I'll take it. I'll take anything.
All right, so I put in 2 cups of some soaked dates in here. I think that's everything that goes in here. We'll see what happens. Oh, I added a little bit of salt because I learned that from my friend Grant.
Yeah, just
when
a
you
little
make
bit.
baked goods, they always go nice with a little bit of salt. Look, am I baking? Kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of?
You're baking.
A little bit.
It's like a no-bake dessert.
All right, it is. Yeah, it is no bake. So you're gonna pulse this together until it comes. Wow,
it's
food
jumping off the
processor's
counter.
angry at us today. You just want to pulse it together until it's nice and it comes together and it'll get nice and sticky. I'm going to show you guys what they look like when you're done. You just take a 1-inch little cookie scoop, which I stole from Grant, and you just take these and you scoop them out, and then you use your hands because I mean you could totally leave them like that. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. I rolled them into perfectly nice, cute little balls. And then I always need something sweet when I'm done eating.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they're a really nice solution to eating something like bad for you, like a candy bar. But also I like to store them in these little pint or quart containers, and then you just throw this in your bag, and like, you know, if you've got kids and they're hungry, you just like throw one of these, and they're really good.
These are really good. They taste like candy.
They really do taste like candy, and you saw everything that went in them. They were all really healthy, really nutrient rich. So these are my chocolate almond protein bites.
Yeah. That's such a great tip to just pop that in your bag, right?
Yeah, and you can store them in an airtight container. You can put them in the fridge. You don't need to put them in the fridge, but I kept them in the fridge overnight. They were really nice and chilled this morning.
Yummy.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, these are really yummy. Amanda commented and said she wants to make more homemade meals this year.
That's a great resolution.
It's a really great resolution. And Joanna commented and said my year's resolution is to write down my recipes. She said she's awesome, but her memory is not. I have that thing sometimes to where I'll make something at home and then I'll forget how I actually made it.
And someone's like, "Oh, what was that thing you made? It was so good." And you're like, "I don't know."
Yeah, it's always good to take little notes like that. And Francis is watching from New York, Newark.
Newark, Delaware.
Newark?
I know, because Newark, New Jersey, Newark, Delaware.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We learn something new every day.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. All these recipes that you saw today, the turmeric soda, the chicken stroganoff, Jeanette's healthy cauliflower pizza, and these little protein balls. What are they called?
They're chocolate almond protein bites.
Chocolate almond protein bites. All those are going to be up on the Facebook page later today, so make sure you come check those out. If you like what you guys saw today, make sure you like, comment, share, and cook.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
See you Thursday. Oh, we're back Thursday.
Oh, we're back on Thursday.
We'll see you back same time, same place on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye. This is delightful.
Is it?